What do you think this whole collection means to the Filipino people?
You know, when the young people come here, this is what I tell them. The exhibit is the contribution of the library, no, to its 400 celebrations ng UST. But then I say to them, when you talk about the history of the library, you cannot but not talk about the history of the university. But then, when you talk about the history of the university, you cannot also not talk about the history of the country. Because the history of UST and the history of the nation, somehow they're intertwined, they're interconnected. There is history here. The university has history. Kasi when they came here, the missionaries naman, they brought na these books with them. So some of them are really coming from rich families, so like Hernando Coronel de Rios. So they brought it with them. Most of the books nga meron dito, may mga pangalan pa ni Hernando Coronel de Rios. That actually started the library together with the books of Miguel de Benavides. The first 3 books printed, Latina Cristiana and Letra y Lengua China, saka Shilu. Yung dalawa nasa Chinese. Tapos isa lang yung nasa Lengua Tagalog Espanyola. Kaya nga nung pagpunta dito ng mga misyonaryo, na-realize nila, that's why they partnered with the Chinese. Kaya nga tumas Pinpin, di ba? So, meron ng teknolohiya ang China at that time. If you think about it, ang daming mga national heroes dito. Pero, siguro wala naman sa choice dun eh. Ito na yung existing na eskwelahan, di ba? Here, you have the grades of Mabini, kanyang lisensyado. May kwento nga yun, may trivia. An American historian came, saw this book, and he remembered in one of the pages of Noli, Rizal mentioned something about the cosmos. So he believes that this book was the one read by Rizal, and somehow Rizal got the idea. This one, it's used naman for the defense, like licentiate, tapos lisensyado. Actually, the whole process, pag magde-defense sila, tawag nila dyan, Noche Triste, a night of sorrow.
Magde-defense sila ng ano?
Yung kanilang so pang nila, philosophy nila, theology nila.
Thesis defense, all yan.
So yun ang grades nila. A stands for aprobado, which means passed. R means reprobado, which means fail. S is sobresaliente, which is very good. Ang ganda nga ng proseso pala niyan dati, talaga nakakatakot. Kasi then, you don't know what the questions would be. There's a young boy who opens the book. Whatever page he opens it, the questions yun ang tatanong sa'yo. So your time, then there's a timer, there's a bell. And then only in 1924 did they open UST to women. And 1611, a foundation on 1924. They had to ask the Pope. They wrote the Pope. And the Pope said no. Sabi niya, because it will lower the standards, no? So, sabi ko nga, jokingly, I would tell the priest here, it's a good thing the Pope, no, is infallible when it comes to church matters. Pero when it comes to gender issues, no, he backtracked naman. Eventually, he also said yes, no. My feeling is that, kasi the young people think that globalization is a 21st century word, no? Something talagang palasak siya ngayon, no? But sabi ko, from a Philippine perspective, and this is, as I said, my opinion, I think globalization started when the missionaries came, brought all these books with them, exposed the Filipino people to all this European ideology, no? I think globalization started.